Okay guys, so today we have Politoed, the mono water type frog Pokemon. This Pokemon actually has a really good stat spread all the way across the board, so let's go ahead and get into it and take a look. We're going to start with his HP stat of 90, attack 75, defense 75, special attack 90, special defense 100, and speed 70. So if you can see here, he's actually got a decent amount of bulk with that special defense at 100 and the HP at 90. So we've got some cool builds that we're going to make later on, defensive, offensive, a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and move on in and see what we've got with his abilities. Okay, so Politoed actually has 3 different abilities that you can choose from, and it's going to be Water Absorb, Damp, and Drizzle. Now, Water Absorb is a useful ability. So this is going to be when a Pokemon with Water Absorb gets hit by a water type move, the HP is restored by 1/4 of its maximum HP, and it's obviously not going to take any damage from said move. This is a great move for using your Pokemon as a pivot. If you have something out that's going to draw a water attack, like a rock type Pokemon or something like a Talonflame, then you can pivot that Pokemon out and send out the Politoed to go ahead and eat that water damage and actually get healed instead of take a hit. So that's a pretty cool pivot move for you there, and there's a lot of ways that you can really play with this. Damp is going to be another ability, and this is going to prevent all Pokemon from using Self-Destruct, Explosion, Mind Blown, and Misty Explosion. So this isn't the most useful right now, but if we start to see a change in the meta, where Pokemon like Galarian Weezings are all over and using Misty Explosions, then this might be something that can come into play later. But as for now, Water Absorb and Drizzle are the 2 abilities that are seen the most. So with Drizzle, this is really nice because he's one of the who are a rain team using team, plus he's got a diversified stat build and a great coverage pool coming up. So this is a really cool move that you can really set up to make your Pokemon with Swift Swim go faster right away, your water type moves hit even harder. This is the fantastic move and the one that we're most likely using for most of our builds. Okay, if we go ahead and jump over to resistances, we're going to see that he does have 4 different resistances, and that's going to be steel, fire, water, and ice, and he's going to be 2 times resistant, or 50% resistant to each of these typings. This is great because we do see a lot of fire. Obviously, there's a lot of water Pokemon being used right now as well, and ice and steel are not exactly rare, so there's a lot of resistance here that really helps him out. And if we continue to look down in his weaknesses, we will see he has 2 different weaknesses, so he does have more resistances than weakness, and that's going to be grass and electric. Now we do see a little bit more in grass right now, especially with the Grassy Slide, the tutor move now coming into play, so beware of Rillaboom. He hits super hard and he gets that priority with that, and we do see electric moves too. They're not rare, so they are out there, so just keep your mind open for what Pokemon are able to have what coverage moves and so on. But he only has 2 where he has 4 resistances. Hey guys, if you're liking this video or it's helping you at all, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. Also, feel free to come by the Twitch channel where we do mostly Pokemon Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Lots of raids, shiny hunting, battles, you name it. But let's go ahead and get back to the rest of the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the first moveset that we have, and this is going to be an offensive power hitting moveset. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and break the EV spread down, 252 into special attack and 252 into speed. So we're going to make him a little on the speedy side here, but we are going to give him choice specs. So you could also run something like a Life Orb or an Expert Belt, especially maybe the Expert Belt because he does get decent coverage. However, I like to get this guy to hit a little hard, especially after we set that rain, so we get a double threat on whatever we're pairing him with. Now, as far as the nature, we are going to use Modest. We're going to boost that special attack over the speed, but you could do Timid here as well. And we are giving him his Drizzle ability. We do want to set that rain so that something that with Swift Swim, like a Barraskewda or whatever, can come in and just start powerhousing the enemy on the other side. As far as the moveset, we're going to be using Hydro Pump, and he's going to really be able to take some hits, but he's going to punish people as well. So this is a great moveset here. Okay, so for this next set, we are going to be looking at more of a defensive-based set here. So he's going to be a little more on the bulky, tanky side, a little bit more on the wall set, except he's also still going to do damage and be able to debuff the enemy. So if we take a look at his EV spread, we're going to put 252 into defense, and we're going to kind of beef that weakest stat defensively that he has up as much as we can. but we are going to put 160 into special defense and 96 into his HP, and then we're going to throw the assault vest on him. So he's going to be super special defense tanky, and this is going to be really awesome. Now we are still setting Drizzle, but you can also do Water Absorb here if you're pairing him with the right Pokemon that's going to hit him maybe with like a Sparkling Aria or something and proc him to get a little bit of healing in the process. And as far as nature, we are rocking a bold nature, but special defense or physical defense doesn't really matter here. This is really up to your play style and what you want, but this is how I do have mine built. Now, as far as the moveset, there's a lot you could do here, but I am having a lot of success with what you see on my screen here. So Muddy Water, Icy Wind, Brick Break, and Mud Shot. So Muddy Water, obviously this is going to hit everything on the opposite side, and it's going to have a chance to lower an accuracy. So this is great because if you do lower an accuracy for something that's hitting with lower accuracy checks like Blizzard or Hurricanes, this is going to make it almost impossible for things to hit you. Icy Wind, going to lower the speed on the opposite side. Great when you have some really fast Pokemon that you want to make sure that your Pokemon are outspeeding the others. Brick Break is probably the one on here that's most likely for you to change. I like having this on here in case I do come across an Aurora Veil setter or a Lapras that sets the Aurora Veil or a Grimmsnarl using light screens, so I can break that up and still do the maximum damage that I want to do. And then Mudshot's also very nice because it also lowers the speed of the Pokemon you're hitting, and it gives us a great ground type coverage. And I find that I've been using Mudshot a lot. I've been seeing a lot of things that are weak against the Mudshot, so I've not only been able to reduce their speed, but I'm also getting a nice, super effective hit on them. So Mudshot I do highly recommend, as well as Muddy Water. The other two, kind of up to you. Icy Wind I do use. Brick Break I haven't used as much as the meta's kind of evolving right now with all of these new Pokemon. Okay, and this final set here, this is going to be brought to you by our Battle Mod Alley, and this is their choice for the defensive set on the Politoed. Very cool set, like it a lot. More simplified in the EVs here, 252 into defense, 252 in HP. He's still going to be very bulky. He's already got that naturally pretty high special defense, and we're going to drop the leftovers on him, so he's going to get a little bit of that HP back every turn. We're still going to be rocking the Drizzle on him, and we are going to be using the Calm Nature, so the opposite side of the defense spectrum here. As far as the moveset, you're going to see some changes here. Scald, Icy Wind, Protect, and Helping Hand. So not only is this guy going to be a little more on the defensive side, but he's also going to be a support Pokemon as well. He's going to be able to debuff the enemy with Icy Wind, lowering their speeds, but he has the chance of burning them with Scald. He's able to defend himself with Protect, and then he's also able to help something come out and do massive damage by giving them their Helping Hand. So if you set the rain with Drizzle and you've got a heavy hitting Pokemon come out, let's say a Swift Swim or a Scooter, you Helping Hand that thing, it's already in the rain, it's going to get stab bonus on its liquidation. Maybe you have a choice band on him, and that thing is going to murder whatever it hits. It's going to absolutely own the battle, and he's going to just wipe up. And then meanwhile, your Politoed is recovering with leftovers for whatever damage he has taken. Maybe you protect the next turn, get some free leftovers there. So there's a lot you can do with this. Really cool set. I really like it a lot. But at the end of the day, this Pokemon has so much going for it, not just with its stat spread, its great abilities, but also its amazing coverage move pool that it has. This is a fantastic Pokemon, and if you are building a rain team, you should have him there. And that's going to be it for the amazing Politoed, guys. I've been having a lot of fun, a lot of success with this guy. Very cool Pokemon. His shiny is amazing. So if you have access to him, get him, use him. You're not going to be disappointed. But if you enjoyed this video or it helped you at all, please feel free to drop a like and subscribe. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. And I hope I see you next time. But until then, take care.